Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hi, everyone. Good morning to you. It is 8 o'clock on a very busy Monday morning. Glad you're with us. First, we're following breaking news this morning of the hostage release between Israel and Gaza, and all 20 living hostages that have been in Hamas custody for the last 2 years, since more than 1,200 people were killed in Israel, have been released.
Put that into perspective, too. Like, imagine not seeing, first off, we know some hostages have died, right? So we know those people are never coming home. And then imagine not seeing someone, one of your loved ones, for 2 years.
Right. It's horrible. Now, the reality is that there were tens of thousands of people in Gaza who've also been killed.
Yes. And you know what we were also talking about, too, this morning, kind of like off to the side? Like, just imagine as we start to learn what these past couple of years have been like for these people. Like, we're going to hear those stories.
Horrifying.
Yeah, I mean, you want to know more, you know?
How this happened,
right? And
what led to it,
I don't know.
what the behind the scenes was. Yeah, thank God they're home.
Yeah.
We're hearing from President Trump right now. He has been addressing the Knesset, which is Israel's parliament, for the last, half hour or so.
I was going to say about 40 minutes, because it happened right as we were going off the air this morning. We've been waiting throughout the morning. We listened to Benjamin Netanyahu speak, and then we were kind of waiting for the president to speak, our president to speak. And then he started speaking right after 7, I would say.
Rachel says, wonderful day. They are all coming home. Julie says, watching Donald turn on his charm to the entire Middle East. President Trump is being hailed a hero, essentially, by the Israelis. And frankly, there are cheers of excitement from Palestinians as well that this war is effectively over. The ceasefire has been brokered. Palestinian prisoners are coming back to, their homeland, to their territory, whatever it is.
And the president is being lauded here.
Right.
Benjamin Netanyahu, who said he was doing something miraculous for the area. And, they're talking about peace in the Middle East.
And what the president said is that for generations to come, this will be remembered as the golden age of Israel. Marguerite, the two brothers taken hostage but separated for 2 years. Trump should stop talking while he's ahead. Look, this is a momentous occasion for both countries.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? Again, as we talk about, we're going to be hearing all these stories, right? The next thing we have to look at is what comes next. What comes next for these areas?
Right.
People are returning home to no homes
In Gaza, right.
And not even no homes, no infrastructure. So I think that when we're done with, the celebration here of we found this, compromise, right? Which really, I think, we don't know everything. We don't know all the behind the scenes everything, but we found this compromise. We've managed to do this and free these hostages and, get to this point. But what comes next as all these people are trying to move forward with their lives?
It's interesting because...
And humanitarian aid going back.
Yes, exactly. We don't have...
Like a real concept.
Who will control Gaza? Right. Because part of this deal... mandates that Hamas no longer be in power in Gaza. And why is that important? Because Hamas is designated as a terrorist organization. And when you've got people who are using their own as human shields, it becomes an issue. Good morning. What Benjamin Netanyahu had said a little bit earlier was that now the world knows how strong Israel is, and now that Hamas has been dethroned, for lack of a better term, they will be even stronger.
Well, it's obviously this is a conflict that's not just a couple years old.
Sure.
This conflict goes back years and decades and hundreds of years. So, I do think that the plan moving forward is going to be an important one. I do think that, humanitarian aid returns, okay? So food and medication, things that people need to live. But it's yet to be seen how all this is going to play out.
And Kim, this is a really good point. While President Trump is being lauded here in Israel for brokering this peace deal, for brokering this ceasefire, and for having all of the Israeli hostages returned and all the Palestinian prisoners sent back, or the 2,000 or so sent back, the reality is...
The government here.
Yes!
Right.
And we are facing severe consequence now on day 13 of this government shutdown. And today being a holiday, they're not even negotiating.
Right. And not to get off of this, but right, so the impact that we've seen too. So you flew recently.
Friday, yeah.
And
Friday, yesterday.
You didn't have too many issues on the way there, but on the way back you had some delays.
It was a nightmare.
So we're starting to see, that's, I think, like a practical thing that your everyday person might see based off the government shutdown, right? We're seeing some air travel delays and cancellations because people are working, but they're not being paid. So
including the military. And one thing that I saw, and there are calls for the U.S. military to be in Gaza.
And to be paid.
Right.
Right.
Yes, Ed, it's awful. I know. And Barbara, thankful the living hostages have been returned. Now return the remains of the deceased and restore lasting peace and return a safe sense of community for all. Absolutely. Now, you might think that this doesn't necessarily impact you, what's happening in Israel, but the reality is it does, especially when there are military operations, U.S. military operations that have been conducted over the past several months in the Middle East. So much of our taxpayer dollars go to Israel. This is a very real thing for many people who live in the U.S. as well. And frankly, the hope for Jewish people all around the world, with a rise in anti-Semitism, with attacks on Jewish communities, synagogues, the hope is that that will come to an end now that this brutal war is over. So time will tell. But that's the impact that this has, but the reality is the impact of the government shutdown here in the U.S. has a much larger impact on so many more.
And if you were watching earlier, we did see a disruption. A couple of lawmakers protesting, for lack of a better word, and they were very quickly removed.
And I've seen it over.
But we do have that video.
Over and over again.
להוציא את חבר הכנסת עודה, להוציא אותו מהאולם, להוציא אותו מיד, החוצה, החוצה, החוצה. להוציא גם את חבר הכנסת כסיף, להוציא את חבר הכנסת כסיף מהאולם, להוציא אותו מיד.
So that's a moment that kind of makes you take pause, and it's always scary when something like this happens.
And the camera that's focused on Trump starts shaking because they're trying to get another shot. Something big's happening.
Right, exactly. But, it was a couple of lawmakers apparently protesting, and then they were removed really quickly.
That was very efficient.
So the president's got a lot to say, obviously. Barbara says, let's give them time to celebrate, but tomorrow we must demand all our elected officials get back to work on the promises made to Americans. Yeah, and tomorrow will be 2 weeks. 14 days of a government shutdown, and today there's no progress. Today there's nothing being done because
they're not working.
Right.
It's a holiday, yeah.
So I just shared both of those moments on my Instagram and on my TikTok. Margaret says, I wonder what that protester was saying. According to the AP, one of them was holding up a sign that said genocide. It's unclear. I mean, they're Israeli lawmakers. So are they supporting the people in Gaza here? Are they, are they condoning the Israeli attack on Gaza?
In the history of Israel,
right.
think of it.
What exactly is their purpose or political motivation? I guess is my
They
question.
don't say that anymore.
Well, Catalina says next work on our government, which I think a lot of people have echoed here. Saying, okay, we're seeing this happen in the Middle East. Let's see what we can have happen here.
Congratulations to all the hostages and their families. Now peace. Yeah. So again, you can follow me on Instagram at DranchTV. I posted a brief bite from the president saying that this is going to be the golden age of not only the U.S., but of the Middle East as well. And then, of course, posted that moment where President Trump was interrupted and, where he says that was very efficient as those two protesters, those two Israeli lawmakers were escorted out of the Knesset. So we will be following this for you throughout the day, and
Yeah, we're going to keep our ears on it in a way.
and the local impact.
Well,
I mean,
I'm saying while he's still speaking here, we'll do our
Yeah.
best here. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the local impact as well.
And hope and love and God.
a huge day, to say
Yeah.
the least.
People of America.
As we switch topics,
Go ahead.
couple things. Not to take away from the seriousness of all of this, but again, this is Second Cup. And you had been waiting for a big announcement today.
You're not.
Taylor.
Oh!
You've literally been talking about this all morning long.
You're right.
Like, you haven't shut up about this. Taylor Swift was supposed to make a big announcement today. He hasn't stopped talking about it. Of course, we have all this breaking news, so we're going to be following this breaking news. But on Good Morning America, she was set to make this big announcement. He's been like on the edge of his seat all morning. And now-
What's going to happen?
Again, not to make light of anything, because this is very, very serious. But it's so fun because he has just been nonstop talking about this announcement.
Yes, I know.
We don't know.
We don't know what it is.
He's been guessing all morning long throughout the show. I think it's a movie. I think it's this. I think it's this, going on and on and on about this announcement.
Can you imagine another T Swift movie? I could not even fathom, but who knows?
I mean, you guys, this has been all I've been hearing. Actually, it started last night when he saw the Instagram post in a group chat. Oh, Lord. Mark, who cares? We do.
Mark,
Come on. Oh, Linda, she's coming to see you.
can you imagine? She did blow me a kiss. You know this if you're a Second Cup viewer.
If you're a cuppy, you've been listening to this one for a while. Oh, my Lord.
Taylor's wedding after the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I have to think it's something career-wise, right? Like you wouldn't. She's not one to make like a big personal announcement on, like, in a really public forum. Like she just does it on her own is what I'm kind of like thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's some career, but who knows? What TBD? We'll have to wait and see.
No, Barbara, I have not been invited yet.
Sure,
But the invitation might be coming.
it's in the mail. It's in the mail. All right, Bills Mafia. Let's also talk about tonight. What are we thinking? 7:15.
Okay, it's kickoff against the Atlanta Falcons. It's a little bit earlier, thankfully, than what we saw last week because that 8:20 kickoff is...
It's a little late for all of us.
Yeah. And don't forget they're going to be wearing those throwback jerseys with the standing buffalo this week. So that's going to be exciting, something to look forward to. At the end of all of this, though...
Oh, God, you know what, though? With the jerseys, like, I want to be like...
Okay, enough of that.
With the jerseys, I want to be like, can we just stick with what's working?
I know.
Like, you know, the whiteout was cool. It made for cool pictures, but the result was not cool.
Not good.
Not good. Yeah.
Danielle says, must-win game. The Patriots won. Exactly. We have to get this
I know.
win.
I know.
This dub. Well, there's a few minutes I won't get back. Oh, come on.
Barbara said she's got to plan a pre-game nap,
Me
and
too,
I get
girl.
it. I get it because if you're up early, like we are, boy, these mornings are tough. What time do you usually go to bed? Like, what time should you go to bed, and what time do you go to bed?
We usually get in bed around 8:30.
What time should you go to bed?
Probably about 7:30 or 8.
Right. So I should be asleep by 8 o'clock. I usually am asleep by like 9 something.
You've had a tough couple of months, though.
To be fair, our baby was up a lot last night. I don't know what he's stuffy. He was stuffy.
And then you're sucking the snot out of him.
You know, they just go. They
Yeah.
just don't know how to. It's not. He's not even. Okay,
Oh,
thanks,
thank you, Jordan.
He's not even like sick. He's just
Stuffy.
like, well, we all kind of like. I feel like maybe it's allergies, maybe it's but he's.
Bonnie says, go Bills. Bills win 32-24.
Della said she didn't buy the white jerseys. Well, Della, that's a good thing.
Right? Carmen says, Buffalo Bills got this. Heather says, I always fall asleep at halftime, and then my husband wakes me up in the fourth. That happened to me last week.
I was the opposite. I watched the beginning and then fell asleep.
I mean, we fell asleep and then woke up just in time to see them lose.
Great.
Right. It was, and then how do you go to sleep after that?
I watch the beginning, then I fall asleep, and then I wake up usually at like 11 something, and I do this. The Bills won, or the Bills, and then I move on. But isn't it crazy that like that's what you think, especially doing our jobs? I guess like if something's going on, I can't not look at my phone even if I wake up. Like election night.
Oh, I know. You need to know.
It's the most annoying night ever because I just won't sleep because even when I wake up, I have to see what happened in all the races.
Well, isn't that half the problem, though? I mean, the reality of having instant information.
Well, but I guess for so many of us, it depends on what you do for work.
Yeah.
But when something means your next day changes in some capacity, like that's what you want. You almost want that like heads up.
You want to be
even
one
though
step
you're going to be
ahead.
asleep. I don't know.
Well, then to help the producers too, I'm sure. But our help is probably not received as help. It's probably more received as
Jordan does not need your
a
help.
pain in the neck.
It varies. Just saying that. I mean, I was also downstairs, so I missed half this conversation anyway.
Well, I was just saying how much we help you. And is it received well or is it received poorly? And then you said it varies.
It varies was a good answer. It varies was a good answer. Yeah.
And I'm going to keep that answer.
I asked, so we were having some audio issues with the live feed from Israel. Believe that or not, we just couldn't get it to be any louder this morning while we were on the air. So I sent a text message in our morning show group chat, and I said, can we do anything about this audio? And this had been a conversation that had been ongoing, and I, was just asking. Zach goes, I'm working on it, man. Sorry, Zach. Thoughts and prayers. Yikes. Whoa.
Zach is funny sometimes.
He's hysterical. Look at Heather's comment.
Yes.
Sometimes words don't need to be spoken.
Correct.
And Jordan, you've got a lot of them.
Correct.
Based on you two?
Jordan. Jordan.
Katie in the crosshairs.
I'm taking the shrapnel here. That is a no. No.
To be fair, 90% of the time it is Ed. 90% of the time, I'd say.
Ed does what 90% of the
Do you know what they
time?
make fun of me for? Asking so many questions. But there are always questions that I feel like I need the answer to. What time did this happen? Where was blah, 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 blah.
Oh, you mean like the principles of like who, what, when, where, and why?
Well, and when you write so much overnight, because they're writing a lot overnight, you're writing so much, Jordan. I've been there. Like we produced shows too. You might forget the like where. So you might say Cheektowaga, but I'd be like, where in Cheektowaga? What street was this? Or like, what time did this happen? Was this 5 p.m. or a.m.? So like that's what they make fun of me for. It's like I ask a lot of questions apparently.
What do you make fun of me for, Jordan?
Everything else. No, you just come in and want to blow it all up. And I just have a lot of questions.
With Ed, difficult to pinpoint. Sometimes it's the same thing as Katie. Sometimes it's something else that Zach and I just look at each other and we go.
I love that. Because my back is to them, so I can't see it. That's funny.
You don't do that, Jordan.
Give me your glasses real quick. Okay, like this is my impression of Ed when like something actually like confuses him. Right, you know what I'm gonna do? So he'll be like looking at a script and he'll be like, okay. Right, doesn't he do exactly that?
Yes.
No, this is when Zach and I because it's not like we look at you two like when we're writing this or anything.
It's true.
So,
I mean, it is the throw and
it's
this, right?
it's a throw to Zach, or it's also just him. If he's like looking at, let's say, both screens, like he'll just be allowed. All right, so
Yeah.
hand slam on the desk and everything.
I'm trying to wrap my head around what exactly it is that we're trying to say.
So you're trying to say here,
Right.
and then this is when he'll ask the same exact question in about 500 different ways.
Well, because we need to get to the answer, you know?
And when Zach and I gave you direct answers,
I'm sorry. That was a good impression though, Jordan, wasn't it? I never
Yes,
even
it
did that
was.
one before.
Okay, this is breaking right now. Taylor is on. She is streaming the Eras Tour.
and docu-series.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Well, you were kind of there. You said movie, but docu-series is ooh. Because we said, thank you, Aaron Mason. Oh.
I knew it. That's exactly what I thought. I knew it.
Do you have Disney Plus?
I'll steal it from
You're
Andrew.
about to. Oh yeah. Well,
A
that's
6-episode doc. This is awesome.
Okay, so this is what we were saying this morning when Ed was saying a movie. He was like, I want to see the behind the scenes. And I was like, well, we kind of saw like the scenes because we saw the tour and that we were both talking about. I'm like, well, she's got the behind the scenes. Like if she shot the tour, this girl, she wasn't like turn the
She's the
cameras off behind the scenes.
mastermind.
Right, she shot behind the scenes too. Well, this will be fun. You're going to be able to see what happens when she dives.
This is so okay.
Slides.
Do you know what? So I've fallen deep down into the rabbit hole.
Mark.
Stop, Mark.
Mark.
Howard.
Come on, just jump on the Taylor train for a minute.
Come on, you
Yeah.
guys. Can't we all have fun?
I feel like if you watch one ep of the docu-series, you might want to watch the next.
Here's why. She is brilliant. I mean, like as a performer, as a
Pull
showgirl.
up Heather's comment. I hope it shows a relationship with Travis.
Oh
too.
my
How'd
God,
she
me
keep up
too.
with all the songs?
Oh God.
Because she was also recording an
2 albums.
right, while she was touring, which is super cool.
Okay.
Mark.
So let me tell you about my weekend. No retirement, Jordan. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
to be fair,
There is no to be fair.
after I said that in your ear earlier, our director agreed.
And then what did I say in your ear after?
Bite my tongue, but I didn't. So
I said, bite your tongue. Take it back. Mom. What? And they have Disney Plus.
Jan, can I get that login?
Okay, so let me tell you about our weekend. It was Emmy weekend in New York City. We were up for, I think, 4-1-1. Great. Congratulations to the Nightside team. We lost morning show. It was a very humbling experience because there were only 2 stations up for it. One was us and one
know
was
what?
another.
Winning doesn't feel as good if you don't lose sometimes.
I guess that's true. That's a really good point. But I love winning. And but anyway, it is what it is.
You can't win them all.
I know.
Want me to come up with some more cliche
But I
phrases
win
for you?
having you here.
You're darn right you
And
do.
you win having me
Yeah,
here.
Yeah. You're darn right you do.
Okay, well, anyway, this was a fun weekend. So Friday went out. I was walking around, did a lot of
To
walking.
be clear, this just Ed went here. did
I
not
wish
go
you
to
were
New
there.
York. Oh, well, thanks.
Well, but I met up with a friend, and he got me all sorts of liquored up. And Saturday, thank God it was raining and nasty because I did a little walking around in the morning and then went right back to bed before the Emmys. And let me tell you something. Not that I was hungover or anything. It was just like I was exhausted. I had been out all day long. And it was like 10:30 by the time I got home. And you know that when you have a full day and you are out until 10:30 at night, right. When was the last time we ever saw that?
Never.
Right.
At the last time I went to the Emmys.
Thank you.
That was probably like,
But I fell deep down into the Taylor Swift rabbit hole.
oh, in New York.
Oh, yeah. I mean, scrolling
Did you go
through.
to Cornelia Street?
Yes, I did actually. And I walked.
On Friday?
Yes.
You're such a nerd.
But you have to.
I would too.
And then as I'm walking down Cornelia Street, I'm singing, I'd
Would you never do
walk
it again?
Cornelia Street again. Right?
Oh my God. Imagine people who live on that street are like, here comes another one. Singing that song. Like, oh God.
I just felt like it
Couldn't
felt
she
so
have sang
good.
about Fifth Avenue?
But anyway, what I saw when you mentioned the dive into the water at the Eras Tour was that it's symbolic of something, of more to come, of more life, of
So-
renewal.
there's a part in the tour, if you haven't seen it, where like her stage was so cool, and obviously there's so much blood, but she like it turns into water almost, and she like literally dives into the stage. And then if you saw the behind the scenes, this girl like she dives onto like a big air mattress thing, and then they have to get her other places so fast they almost like shoot her on like a
rocket,
rail car thing. I don't even know, like for lack of a better, obviously it's better explained other places, but they like shoot her down, and it's just really cool. I mean, like the production value of that show was pretty
amazing.
wild.
Jeanette, I'm cracking up at your comment. I'm glad too many Pepsis. Yeah. We've all been down the streaming rabbit hole the next day.
Yeah. I know. We've all. It just depends, and it could be like on anything. But man, sometimes you really do.
Look at Barbara's comment. I begrudgingly went and saw her Era movie. Okay, her music, but was blown away by the production.
Right.
Compared it to a cross between a Super Bowl halftime show and Olympics.
So I said to my mom after I went to go see it for a bachelorette party. So I was in the like early group of people who saw the first leg of the Eras tour. I said it's a mix between a concert and a musical.
Yeah.
Because there was so much like dancing and
theatrical.
Yeah, and it was choreographed. I mean, obviously the shows are all choreographed now, but it was literally like a full-on Broadway musical combined with a concert.
The thing about...
Because, I see a lot of country concerts, and they're more just like, here I am, I'm going to sing my songs.
I got my boots on with my jeans, strumming my guitar. I like beer and hunting things. I'm a grown man in the woods, riding a tractor.
No, you're singing it to the tune of the song that you actually do like. Now you are. I don't know what you were at first.
Can't we all just get along? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Grab a beer.
Down the road.
Drink a beer.
That's Kenny Chesney. Can't we all get along?
I like the Sunrise Sunset song, too.
Buy a boat.
Sunrise, sunset.
Luke Bryan. Boy. People are not impressed by your singing.
I've been singing Life of a Showgirl a lot.
Howard's seen Reba several times. Yes, I agree. Because I've seen Reba. But Howard, like Taylor's, was to the next level of that. Because Reba she does have that like cool. I
like Reba.
Do you know like
I don't know her songs.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So she's got some songs that are almost like stories, right? There's Fancy is a great example. Fancy? Okay. Well, anyways.
Catalina said Ed would
it's cool.
be one of the characters walking in Times Square for people to take their picture with him. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm a caricature of myself? Elizabeth Taylor and Wood are two of my favorite songs. Redwood Tree.
You've been singing it all morning. I know.
That was the key to open my eyes.
Exactly. Howard says Reba's the best. Yeah, I saw Reba with George Strait. I know. Thank you. That was quite the show. She opened for George Strait.
Mark says country's not country anymore. Explain.
I mean, like, it's just evolved. And I think you kind of have to, like, go with that. What hasn't evolved? Like, realistically, what hasn't changed? Look at your job. Has it changed? Yes. Look at the way we stream things. Look at has it changed? Yes. So it's different. It's not as, I don't know, as like broken down as it used to be. It's a little more poppy. It's a little more,
I'm not fawning over her. This is, as much as I'm a fan, like I do enjoy her music. I think that it's lyrically impressive. The way she can kind of coin a phrase, and
I think it's so funny how Travis Kelce like even jokes about himself and how like smart she is. Like he'll make the jokes himself. It's so funny.
People were saying that she had to dumb down her lyrics in this album because they were for Travis. That's so sad.
Oh,
but I'm sure it's just a theory.
Did you see the Taylor Swift Jimmy Fallon stuff?
Yes, so funny.
Questions? Yeah, it was cute.
And how she's dancing to her own tracks.
It was cute.
It was funny. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And I was also going to say, Mark saying country's not country. Who I was thinking is still kind of like there is Eric Church.
Couldn't name a song. Name one.
Oh, we talked about this already, and you couldn't name it. But remember, I played Springsteen for you. That's his probably biggest one.
Got it. Okay.
It's a really good one. I told you, Dom used to play it all the time. You've heard it a million times. You just can't put it down.
How many years ago was that?
It's still a great song.
Anyway,
Classics for a reason.
go Bills. We got a big game tonight, 7:15 kickoff. Sure was, Kathleen.
Bye, guys.
Have a
Go
great
Bills.
day.